title is called The Kitchen. Roughly 14 tracks on there. So I don't know. It's real nostalgia. You could say it's not your dab type of music on there, but definitely a little bit more substance, a little bit more about the hustle. You know, where we at now is a lot of kids, they do a lot of scams and they taking a lot of drugs. And when we was younger, it wasn't that. We was selling the drugs and making the money. So, you know, try to make an effort at to show these young kids how to get back into hustling and shit like that. Finesse was just something that happened organic. Me and Ferg was in the studio actually working on a record, Harlem, that we have together, and just pulling up beats. And then Rich Homie Quan ended up being in the same building, and then Designer ended up coming in there somehow. It was a few other artists inside of that same session also, and then they just kind of put up a beat, and then just went crazy from there, and they was kind of egging me on to jump on the beat because it was more of a tempo that I'm not too familiar with, like I was saying with the dab music, but it turned out to be a very good record as I've been traveling and hitting the different cities lately, and it's been reacting pretty good, so I'm not mad. That track is actually not on the mixtape, but it is up all over the internet and on iTunes for sales and things like that, so, you know. It wasn't the tempo of the mixtape. I didn't want to mix the two at all. I want to keep the mixtape in the direction it was going. People like Davies, you got Nick Bugs, Fred the Godson, Kevin Gates. 2 Chainz is supposed to send me a record back. I never really got to send him the record, so I kind of fucked that up. I'll probably get back to doing that this week. So a few others. Shout outs to Mike Will. He contributed to this project. He gave me some dope ass beats, dope ass song with one of his female artists who's singing on it. This work is pretty solid body of work, if I do say so myself. Honestly, I really took a few years off. Like when you see me doing efforts like Miami Vamping and these other things, these are just things that just, you know, kind of pass the time for me because I still love the music so much. But in actuality, I kind of pretty much took a hiatus from the music. People haven't seen me or seen any videos or anything like that the normal artist would do. If you did see me 9 times out of 10, you probably see me at a party popping bottles or just living life. I chose to sit back and relax and chill out with my son. Kind of observe the game and jump back into it when I found that thin line that I could run across. It's a little bit different from what I'm used to, so I didn't want to come back in and be outdated, and I didn't want to come back in and act like I'm chasing the youngsters either. So, you know, this is all part of a process. You know, it's hard to be in the game for so many years. Like myself, we're going on 20 years now. So, you know, you get tired of doing the same thing over and over. It becomes redundant. But so much you could do. Like we damn near do everything in this lifestyle, especially when you reach the platforms that I have reached. It just becomes kind of weak after a while. And then all the things that I've done in my career been very controversial due to diplomats and, you know, me kind of taking that role of the enforcer so that we could make a lot of money and nobody got to worry about nothing. Kind of diplomats holds a very special place inside of this hip hop culture, and we bring so much to the table. Very young, so when you're that young with no guidance, it's kind of hard to kind of keep that circumference together when everybody's making millions of dollars and everybody have their own ideas and they feel like they own boss. So there was a bit of a separation, then there was a bit of a coming back. Then last year we tried to make another effort at coming back, and I do believe this is something that everybody want to do, but until we totally put everything aside and concentrate and make a hell of an effort at making a diplomat album or diplomat music, and you know, it probably won't happen. But I do believe people do. I do believe all of us want it to happen as far as Cam, Jewels, and Zeke. You know, I don't know how much time we have left to make it stick the way we want to, but you know, it's been a hell of a ride. I appreciate everything that I've experienced from being a diplomat and that side of the game and all the excitement and the thrills and the action that came with it.